Welcome to Tech Talk. This morning we're taking a look at some of the ways tech can help your goals in the new year, whether it's fitness, learning, or financial development. We'll take a look at the ways tech can get you to your best. And for some tips, we're joined by CEO of Rebrand Cities, Hajj Flemings. Thanks for coming in there, Hajj.
I am super excited to be here, and I see we got upgraded today. Sandra's with us today.
I like that you call it an upgrade.
It is an upgrade, 100%. I see you're looking even more dapper than ever in 2024. I didn't think it was possible.
I'm trying.
You know, having you here today makes me think I need to dust off my Apple Watch. Okay. I need to get going here.
Yeah, that's been gathering dust for a while. So let's start with talking about fitness and health goals, Hajj. What exactly are the latest wearable tech, talking about Apple Watches and whatnot?
So I want to set the stage real quick. So I'm reading a book. It's called Same as Ever, and there's a statement in there from Jeff Bezos, and he said that people often ask him what's going to change in the next 10 years, but nobody asks him what's not going to change. And so by a quick virtual show of hands, how many people want to look better?
Oh, right, I think everybody, right?
I mean,
two hands up.
How many people want to have more money? How many people want to be more productive? How many people want those kind of things in their lives? And most people are going to say that. I run something called Modern Athlete, and one thing that we think about is the 1% mindset. How do we become elite at what we do? But today we'll talk a little bit about habit forming. We'll talk even about like some apps, and can technology enable you to be the best version of yourself? But you asked specifically about fitness apps. So it's one that's called Smart Gym, and it has the ability to be able to use AI to help create a workout strategy. Now, some people might want to use a personal trainer, and I want to make sure that we keep them employed. But there are other ways to do it. I go to a gym called Equinox, right? And so so I can go through the app, and I can identify classes. So I think there are a variety of ways of whether you're at a gym or not, and you can track your own actual training.
So that's one of your favorite apps at this point. And then what about wearables? I mean, in terms of new tech, I mean, is there something that people are kind of glomming onto that you think is a good thing?
So one thing, I love my Apple Watch, but I often tell people the best tools to use are, or the best platforms are the ones that you use, right?
Okay.
And so again, there are a lot of great features in here, even in terms of tracking things that are connected, like back to your health. So even doing, so how many people know what their blood pressure is? So I have a blood pressure, I get you up the cup at home, I can track it, and I can put it in here, so I at least am up to date on things like that. So I think utilizing the tools that we have, but I found that the Apple Watch is an amazing tool.
So you're talking about like a wellness app as a whole, not just something like tracking your steps. When you're talking about your blood pressure, I mean, that's full-on wellness, right?
Yeah, but I think, what people have to think about is I'm not trying to say that I'm the healthiest person on the planet, but I think everybody has to figure out what's going to help be a trigger for them to be the best version of themselves, right? And so I think those are some of the things to think about. There's also an app called Zero in terms of intermittent fasting and trying to find ways to be able to manage that. So whether you want to do an 18-6, a 24, 18-6 in terms of like eating and then fasting, it can help you like do those kind of things as well.
Okay, so we talk about fitness, we've got that covered. What about some of your favorite ways tech, when we talk about tech in terms of financial goals, managing your financial goals, setting a budget?
Okay, so I think Rocket Money is a very powerful tool. We live in a time where we all have a lot of subscriptions that we forget about and we don't want to cancel. And then we get our credit card statement at the end of the month, and we're like, okay, I didn't realize that I was paying this extra like amount of money.
Right.
It can help you to track and identify those so that you can cancel them. And that can save you thousands of dollars in a year, all depending on what you're actually signing up for, because we're always signing up for different apps and stuff like that.
Yeah, that kind of leads me into my next question. I was going to ask, is there any one that can keep you more organized and kind of productive and on schedule? That's obviously one that can keep you organized, tells you when to cancel an app. Are there any other ones? So
I'm super bullish in ChatGPT, right? And so without getting super nerdy, there is a new feature called GPTs, and it is a customized version of ChatGPT. So what you can do is you can put instructions inside, and essentially I have created an assistant that can help me the same way a virtual assistant does right through that particular app.
Amazing.
So that's one of the things that I've done.
A virtual assistant?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, you're going to have to come back and tell us how that's working out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully
about that.
Hopefully he makes his appointment.
We'll contact your virtual assistant for your next appearance.
Yes.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot for that, Hajj.